Yes. So, hello everyone again. So last video we had discussed the concept this question, if you remember, where we were asked to find out the drift that the boat has done. Right? Remember the velocity of the river was varying with the distance from the bank. So in that question we had created, you can visit the previous video. You'll understand we had solved it and we found the drift. So there we talked about this velocity of river with respect to ground in two parts. One, when the distance y from the bank is lesser than L by 2, that is towards this side from the center, and the other case is towards that side of the center. So now we want to find out the trajectory of the equation, trajectory of the motion basically. So that trajectory can be found out by using this equation of the boat. We already have equation of the boat with respect to ground, and we can use this velocity which is in the y-axis, as you can say j cap, y-axis, and this velocity which is in the I cap direction. So let us first write the trajectory for this condition, that is y lesser than or equal to L by 2. So for that what we'll get is we can write see dy by dt is nothing but u. Earlier we had discussed about that. So dy by dt is equals to u, and in the same way in x direction we have this as the velocity. So can we also say that that velocity is nothing but dx by dt, and dx by dt would be nothing but this vrg, and vrg is nothing but this value. So I'm writing that. So it will be 2 v naught by L times y. Correct? Same thing. So now I have the velocity in the x direction, that one, and velocity in the y direction. Now what I have to do is I need trajectory. That means I need relationship only between x and y. So if I only need x and y relationship, then better is I think I take ratio, right? dy by dx. I took ratio of equation 1 and equation 2, ratio of that. So I'll be getting dy by dx is equal to, right hand side what I'll be getting, it will become u divided by 2 v naught by L times y. Now I just rearrange them in such a way that I will be able to integrate for 2 v naught by L y times dy is equals to u times dx. Now you need trajectory, integrate it. On integration you will be getting it as 2 v naught divided by L y square by 2 times ux. So this would give me y square is equal to 2 would get cancelled. I'll be getting it as ul by v naught times x. This becomes my equation, right? This is the equation of trajectory from y equal to 0 to y equal to L by 2. That means first half of the journey. For that I'm getting this, and you know this equation is for parabola, so I'm getting a parabolic equation trajectory, right? So you may note this down. Okay, you can pause the video and note it, and I'll go on for the next part. Next part I'm talking about a trajectory where y is greater than L by 2. So I'm just erasing this. Okay, so now we are going for y value greater than or equal to L by 2. If that is the case, the first equation, that is dy by dt, there is no change in that, because that is still remaining u, that's a constant. The variation or the change that comes is dx by dt would now be becoming this equation, which is nothing but v naught minus c. What is c? C was 2 v naught by L. But 2 v naught by L divided by y minus L by 2. Y minus L by 2. Okay. Now next step, I have to solve it a little bit. So what we can do, I think I can take the v naught outside common. I can take the L also outside common, and that's it. So let me take it like that. I can do v naught by L, and inside the bracket I would be having L minus 2y and then plus L, right? This is what I am getting. So now my final equation will become this L plus L will become 2L, so L minus y and 2 outside. So 2 times v naught by L, L minus y. This is my dx by dt. So this is my equation number 1. Again, equation number 2, take the ratio. So what will you get? Dy by dx equal to, on right hand side we'll be having u divided by this value, that is 2 v naught by L and L minus y. That's it. Now cross multiply, integrate, same logic, for 2 v naught by L into L minus y times of dy, okay, that is equals to u dx. You can open the bracket before integrating. So if I open the bracket now, this will become 2 v naught, and that side the second term will become 2 v naught by L times y dy. This is just 2 v naught dy, and equals to u dx. That's it. Now just integrate that. You'll be getting it as 2 v naught y minus 2 v naught by L y square by 2 equals to ux, right? That's it. So 2 will be getting cancelled, and you'll be able to get this relationship as 2 v naught y minus, or let me write in terms of, fine, I'll go in this way only. So 2 v naught y minus v naught by L times y square equals to ux. This itself is an equation of trajectory. So this is also, I'm getting a parabolic equation because it's a quadratic equation, but you can see that this is not as simple as the earlier one, because for the previous one, the parabola was happening from this origin like this until here, and afterwards the parabolic motion is happening from a different point. The origin is here for the remaining parabolic journey, but that's why we are having a different equation. Anyway, in the question they were asking us to find out the trajectory equation. So this is the trajectory. I hope you have understood the complete question. This would be considered as a very good question, because in every other questions what we have is the velocity of the river a constant, but in this case they have considered the velocity of a river as a variable, so accordingly we have calculated. So the very important and the most important part is finding the C. Okay, so students should be able to figure it out, that you have to talk about the variation in V with respect to distance. And the special thing is, for the first half of the journey the V is increasing, so this will be my equation for the velocity of river with respect to ground, and for the remaining part of the journey the speed is decreasing, so I have to show that as a velocity of river with respect to ground. Remaining is relative velocity concept and application. I hope you have understood clearly. Okay, so for all JEE aspirants, these kind of conceptual knowledge is highly important. Okay, remember, it is these kind of concepts which will be helping you in solving difficult questions which you will be encountering in the examination. So make sure that if you have understood the concept, like the video and please share it with your friends so that they also get to know how to solve this kind of question. Okay, so thank you all of you.